Alright, we're rolling. I'm going to tell you about this story. I had this ghost story. I've been watching this celebrity ghost story, but I got to tell you this one. I was at a community college in Indiana, and it was crazy because I ran into a lot of old friends from middle school and even elementary school. So, I mean, the first year I was at this school, it was a community college. The first time I was at, the first year was cool, I had my girls and shit and all that. But the second year, the first day of the second year, I ran into some cats that I went to like middle school with. They were from my hometown. There was like 3 cats. And I ran into them just randomly. And so we were like, oh, yeah, But there was a lot of people from Gary, Indiana there. And there were some beautiful women from Gary that went to school here. There was one with these sunglasses. She was like the first one to wear them really prescription sunglasses, and she had like Pumas with no socks and capris. I mean, she was fine. So anyway, so the first day it hits about maybe 6 o'clock, and I didn't live at the dorms. I lived off campus then, but I had to walk all the time, and my place was about a good 6 blocks away. And some cats from Gary we were talking, black folks kicking it, thugs was kicking it. And me and my homeboy from Bloomington, I really didn't get along with him well because we both were pretty good basketball players. And he actually got more females than I did, I'll tell you that. But we were all chilling, and this dude from Gary brought out this blunt, dog. We were smoking this blunt right in the middle of campus, and I was like getting paranoid. I was like, before we even smoked, I was like, man, we gotta be careful because these cops and shit here. They see us, And he's like, man, chill out, So I was hitting this blunt with these fools, dog. And where this school is right on the border of Indiana and Illinois. And it's very historic. It's like one of the oldest cities. It's the oldest city and the oldest college in Indiana. Hint, hint. And it's got a lot of Native American influence too, because like that river, and it has like one Henry Harrison, the old president. He was up in there, So there's a lot of historic stuff with like the Indians and. And even had some casinos there way back in the day. And I was smoking this blunt, dog. And finally, after we was done, it was like, all right, holla, I was walking down the river back home. It was still on campus, but it was right next to the river, right next to these trees. Out of the blue, dog, this fucking wind comes out of nowhere. I mean, and I look around, this wind is so strong. And out of nowhere, there is no one around. I'm like the only person in like a whole mile radius. And I'm like still on campus. I'm like, where is everybody? And nobody was there. I mean, there was no security, Nobody. And those trees, I looked at the river. Man, something came out of them trees. Some kind of spirit. I don't know what it was. But man, my fight or flight response kicked in, dude. I ran so fucking fast, dog. I was gone. I ran so fast back home, dog. I don't even think I even took a breath. And that damn spirit followed me in my apartment. I was in my apartment on this bed, and it was crazy because the apartment was really old too, and it had some really old ass furniture, like black and red velvet. Black and red. So I was like, I'm going to try to, decorate my crib black and red, Chicago Bulls kind of shit, Scarface shit. So I had some Scarface posters, had a casino poster, Donnie Brasco posters, and I just had all black. It was sick. Man, that shit was like the wrong ass area to decorate some shit. It had black and red candles everywhere and shit, Next thing I know, I'm in a fetal position on this couch, just crying. And I've done my shit. But something was there, man. I don't know what celebrity it was, but she was saying that how she just could not move. Like something was just keeping her from moving. It's exactly how it was. and I had some like oak walls. They were kind of like looked like these kind of walls. They kind of look like those kind of walls, but a little bit more cheaper. They look cheaper than that, but they turned to like devil's advocate kind of. It was like some. It was like they were moving and shit. You know, like it was the scariest experience ever, dog. I mean, I like said the crazy thing. I was like, I was kind of, I said I was gonna, be a preacher and everything after that experience. That's my story, though. But if you guys ever have one of them spook stories, I told my girlfriend about it when she came. She came over. I told her about it. She thought I was fucking insane. Fucking bitch. All right, holla.